voice is not just to protect and defend the Senate president, but to protect and defend her future victims. Even her present husband, she married her out of something like this. She threatened to sue the man and have a letter circulating over the world that the man should pay her 10 billion or marry her. The man had to marry her under duress. So the marriage was under duress, another product of black. I was watching a video of how the wife, the father of the first wife of the husband, narrated her ordeal when this lady came into their family, destabilized their family, and took over her husband.
All right.
And without going into her character, I asked Senator Natasha how many husbands has she had in her life.
And I don't see this filthy-mouthed Senator Nwaebonyi, or whatever he calls himself, from Ebonyi State. He has gotten himself into a legal issue. Now he's being accused of defamation by Senator Natasha's husband. How can you come out and make such allegations against somebody, claiming that she forced her husband to marry her under duress, or otherwise that he's going to pay her over $1 billion naira? Who does that? Is there any woman in the world that has ever forced a man to marry her? Otherwise, he's going to pay her billions of naira or dollars. That's ridiculous. You come out on national television like a filthy-mouthed pig and dog that you are, and you make ridiculous accusation on somebody's wife. It's just because, this APC government, what I have seen is that they do whatever the heck they want because they feel that they are in power. Otherwise, in a sane country, this man should be sued, and he will be sued, and he will be paying a lot of money, or he goes to jail. Because I personally know that he doesn't have any evidence for any of this. You have no evidence to claim or to support your allegation that her husband, or rather that she forced the man to marry her. Now, the man that you are claiming that was forced to marry her is not making the impression, or rather countering what you are saying by issuing you with a lawsuit. And I hope that lawsuit will be worth billions. Nigerian legal system is unbelievable. Anybody that is studying law in Nigeria, I'm just sorry for you. Look at INEC that is supposed to go through what was presented to them, because Akpabio and his cronies, they have paid people in Natasha's constituents to forge signatures to claim that they want to record the woman. Now, I did not go to investigate. Instead, you are admitting false materials which you want to use to recall somebody that the constituent members did not even do such a thing. And everything just reminds me of what happened during the election 2023. It is basically the same thing. They forged voters card, APC. They forged every manner of voting material to come and steal Peter Obi's mandate. And we are still suffering from the aftermath of that election till today. Because Nigerians did not go into the streets to protest, to take over their country by force. This APC government does not know anything called gentleman. Everything they do is by force. And people need to understand that. If we stand by and watch what is going on in Nigeria, I'm telling you, by 2027, nobody can even do anything again in that country. APC will take over every aspect of Nigeria. And even there will not be any opposition. There will not be any opposition. They just want to shut everybody up in that country. They don't want the youth to go on TikTok to be expressing their disappointment with the government, disappointment with how things are getting so expensive. They want to turn Nigeria into a two-state system whereby you have the rich and the poor to wipe off the middle class. Nobody can afford things. By 2027, even one box of Indomie fee be 100,000. And I tell you, Nigeria go just turn to Zimbabwe. To buy a box of Indomie, you fee be 100K. We see where all of this ends. We will see where it ends. I am just waiting for her to drum this evidence that she has, Natasha. She needs to let the world see and to know what is this evidence that you have against this Akpabio. because that is the only thing that we convince the world about whether there was a sexual harassment or not. And from the little that we are seeing, obviously there was. Otherwise, why is Akpabio trying to cover up with all kinds of people, staging fake protests, staging everything? He's just trying to do anything possible to make sure that that case does not come to court. But at the end of the day, we will see that evidence, we will know that evidence, whether they like it or not.